200. Clear. $250. Clear. $300. Clear.
Since the beginning of time, people have been trying to explain their existence here on this planet and in the universe using their own form of logic. Some of these theories may have been based on what could be considered flawed logic. So what makes a theory valid? Results. But what makes one theory more palatable than another to an individual is getting the results that you desire. No one person can claim to know all the laws that state what is and what isn't in this world. That brings me to my next point, your major piece of assessment for this semester. It is worth more than half your final mark. You are required to write and submit an in-depth essay outlining and analysing a creation myth, theory or belief, and the reasoning why people assume this particular belief. Now, you might choose to examine the Aboriginal Dreamtime, Greek mythology, the theory of evolution, or perhaps the creation belief of intelligent design.
Hi, is this Logic 201?
Yes, it is. Would you like to take a seat?
Sorry, I'm late.
That's all right. Next time, try to be a little more punctual. I was just explaining the major piece of assessment for this semester. As I was saying, I want your work to be reflective as well as expository. So it's perfectly acceptable to use words like I and we. Remember, this is not meant to be a strictly analytical piece. Try to give me more than just a basic outline of cultural or religious differences and assumptions that people make. You will need to submit a full reference list, including any interviews you may conduct. You might like to sit down with someone who has a strong view on the topic and interview them. That is a great way to get information and research for your assignment. You might like to send a questionnaire to one of our lecturers here regarding scientific theories. Interviews are a great way of gathering information. Now remember, this assignment is worth 60% of your mark. Don't leave it to the last minute. If you do, you will fail. Okay, everyone, have a good week. Oh, And please come and collect your assignments. I've marked them. Think about which theory you want to write about and have a clear picture by next week. Sarah Goodall, could I see you for a minute, please? I need to speak with you.
Hey.
Oh, hey, you were just in...
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my friend. I'm Sam.
Mike. I just transferred here, actually. A bit scattered at the moment.
Oh, yeah? Where are you from?
Not from this part of the world, actually. Just transferred from UCLA, studying international business management.
Wow, that's something.
My father, he sponsored my trip. He said the more you know about the world, the bigger impact you can have on us. That's why I'm here. This is one of my electives.
I'm a science major myself. Biomed like Sarah. That girl is going to change the world one day.
Your grades are slipping. You'd better get your act together or you're going to lose your scholarship. Have you got any ideas of what you want to do for your major piece?
Evolution, I suppose. It's probably the most information on that. Seems to be what everyone's going with these days.
You got the worst mark in the class. And that troubles me deeply, considering you should be the one getting the top marks. I know you, Sarah. You are far more capable than most of the other students here. Now, I understand that things haven't been easy for you this past year, but you mustn't let that stand in your way. The best thing you can do for yourself is focus on your future and make the most of it. This assignment is really important. Don't take the easy road out. Really search for what you want to do here. I know you have it in you. I'm always here if you need me. Come see me, okay?
Okay.
So what does it actually entail?
Well, it means I have to do my master's, but I figure what's another year if I get to walk straight into my PhD?
Hey, there you are. Let me take those for you.
It's all right, I've got them.
No, really, it's no trouble. I'll walk you home.
I've got to go, Sam. I'll talk to you later. No.
You go.
Ready? And let's go again. Okay. Ready? Okay.
Smile.
Sarah, what did you get for number 4? Sarah.
Huh?
You haven't even done anything.
Chill out, Sam. It's not a test.
No, not yet, but you have to know this stuff for when it is a test.
Do you mind? What?
Nothing. Well, it's just, I know why it's not working. Your sequence is wrong.
No, it isn't.
See here, your left prime is in the wrong direction, which means you can't get amplification when you run the PCR, which means you then can't detect the polymorphisms causing the disease. Don't worry, it's a really common mistake.
Thanks.
I'm gonna finish this at home.
Hey Sarah, you're back.
Hi, Claire.
You busy?
Yeah, I was just,
You've got to come see what Janet's got.
Right now, I've sort of got
Just
some
come real
things
quick. What? Where are we going?
Sarah, come sit down.
Is that a...
Yep.
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing? We're having a seance.
A seance.
It's communicating with the dead.
Come on, don't be so boring.
This is totally real.
I'll show you. Are you ready? Will Jonathan Russell marry me? What do you have to say about that?
You moved it yourself, Janet.
I swear to God it wasn't me.
Okay, you might not have known it was you, but you wanted it to be yes, so you made it yes.
No, I didn't.
It's called an ideomotor action, also known as automatism. You wanted the answer yes, so yes was in your subconscious thought process, causing you to subconsciously move the planchette to yes.
You're crazy.
Why don't you try it for yourself?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have time for games.
You're scared.
I'm not scared, Bianca.
Well, then what's your excuse?
This is silly.
Okay, you cannot judge it unless you've tried it.
Okay, for the sake of the experiment. Will I become the next Queen of England?
Okay, forget it. If you're not going to take it seriously, it's not going to work. You have to mean what you say.
Ask a serious question.
Will I get through uni? I'm going back to my room. Oh.
Careful.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry.
Are you all right?
Oh, no, it wasn't you. It was just this, it's nothing.
You sure? You look a little shaken up.
Oh, this is stupid.
Here, let me.
Thanks.
Do I get a name for my trouble? My name's Dane.
Sarah.
Well, Sarah, seems you're on a pretty tight ship here.
He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my strength. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler, from the pestilence by night, and from the arrow that flies by day. He will cover you with His feathers. Under His wings you will take refuge. You will not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in the darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 10,000 may fall at your side, 1,000 may fall at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked.
Hey, Dr. Lillian.
How you going, Sarah?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
I heard you were there when it happened.
Yeah.
Was she a good friend of yours?
We went to high school together. I never would have imagined her to get messed up and all that stuff. It's such a strange feeling, you know? Having someone there one moment, and the next, they're not. It doesn't feel right.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe there's more to it than that. How's the report going?
Good.
If you get stuck, you let me know, okay?
Yeah.
It's just me.
What? How long have you been here? How did you get in?
And the door was open.
What? It was?
I was just walking past.
And thought a girl lying in the dark looked appealing.
Yeah. What are you doing now?
I have to study.
Well, that's boring.
Comfortable?
Well, your bed's a little lumpy. Have you got any more cushions?
Dane, you have to go. I really need to study. Wait, what was that?
What was what? You were saying something about study.
What was that on the TV? Go back.
What, this?
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen this movie in ages. I love this movie.
Me too. What is it?
What? Oh, it's this movie about this girl and she likes this guy, but then she finds out that there's this other girl, so she's really hurt and she gives up on love, but then she finds out that there's this other guy who's liked her the whole time, but then she finds out there's this other woman and she sort of thinks it's like before, but it's not, and he's perfect and he comes for her and it's just a big misunderstanding, and it's just a really beautiful story.
Ooh. Let's watch it.
I shouldn't.
You only live once.
I'm watching it, aren't I?
Can you see it? Can you see it? So bright. There's nothing there, Anna. What's wrong? I have to go.
What?
That's just your face.
Why? What?
Nothing. You were just really into that movie then.
Oh.
Like I say, I'm really sorry, but I don't understand.
You were doing it again.
And that means you kiss me?
It makes it hard not to, yes.
Hello, Miss Anna.
I'm sorry. There are no toadstools.
What is the name of the
I know that. I've seen the sphere.
Not much sleep, huh?
No.
Were you studying?
No.
No? Well, what'd you get up to?
Hi, I'm Mike.
All right, class. In our tutorial today, we're going to be looking at gender roles and assumptions and how different theories explain the differences between the sexes and the roles that are assumed in society. Now, firstly, you have your traditional gender roles. That is, of the male being the breadwinner and the female being the childbearer.
Sarah, wait. I just want to see if you wanted to get a cup of coffee or something. Just 'cause I'm new here and I don't know where anything is.
I wish I could, but I've got a lot of work to do. There's this scholarship thing and it's kind of important.
Would you want to go to the library?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I have no idea what that is. So what's this about a scholarship?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, might end up being nothing if I'm not careful.
What do you mean?
My GPA is slipping. Dr. Lillian said that if I don't ace this next assignment, I'll drop below the line and they could cancel my scholarship.
Yeah, but you can do that, right? I mean, Sam said you're some kind of genius girl. I mean, you have to be to get a scholarship, or they hand out biomed scholarships like candy in Australia.
No, I worked hard. I really wanted it. I was top of biology for the whole state in my final year of high school. I even did work experience with CSIRO.
Well, judging by the acronym, that sounds pretty official.
They're a science research centre. They were so impressed with me they called the university and said they'd be mad not to offer me a scholarship.
So what happened? Genius girls don't get GPA woes.
I don't know. Guess I lost my drive.
Your drive? Well, that's a little something my father calls vision. See, with vision you can accomplish almost anything, but without vision...
People perish.
How'd you know I was gonna say that?
My mother.
Your mother sounds like a very smart lady.
You scared me.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to surprise you and give you a break from all of this.
Dane, you know I have to do this.
I know. But if you just give me one moment, I'd like to give you something.
Give me something. What is it? That's what you came to give me. Dane.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Sit down. If you're facing the right way, you wouldn't have been able to see it. Turn around and face the front.
What happened? Are you all right? I came as soon as I heard. Mum, what's going on?
Sarah. Darling, sit down, won't you?
Mum, can you please just tell me what's going on?
Sweetheart. I'm sick.
What does that mean? No, Mum.
Hey, genius girl.
Hey.
Fancy seeing you here. It looks like you're drowning in sheets of paper.
I feel like I'm drowning in sheets of paper. I've been here for 4 hours straight. I just want to do something other than study.
Come on, then.
What?
You're not going to get anything done in this frame of mind. It's probably time for you to have a break. You're supposed to have a break every 2 hours. I think you're overdue. I promise I'll have you back. I just want to give you some fresh air, fresh perspective.
Where are we going?
Somewhere we can do something other than study.
Yeah.
Coming?
Yeah, wait. Wait. Ice cream. Very original.
You gotta love ice cream.
I do, actually.
I know.
You do?
Read your mind.
Really?
There's things about me you don't know, Sarah. I got powers no other guy has.
Is that so?
Yeah, I show you a whole new world.
So how long are you in Australia for?
As long as my dad wants me here, I guess.
George, do what your dad wants you to do?
Pretty much. Finds the best way to learn from him. Sometimes it feels like he's giving me something I can't handle, but I know he hasn't.
You really look up to him, don't you?
I do.
It must be nice to have that kind of relationship with your dad. I don't know what's going on with my dad at the moment. He just always seems too busy.
Life can get like that sometimes. People become so caught up in their problems and their careers, or whatever, that they lose focus on what's really important. You done?
Yeah, thanks.
My dad's always busy too, but he always made sure he's never too busy, you know? It's important to know what the difference is.
Your dad sounds like a really smart man.
So tell me about yourself, Sarah. What do genius girls like you do for fun?
I don't know, I haven't really had time for fun lately.
All right, let's try a different approach. City or country?
Huh?
Well, it's a game. You get given a choice of two binary opposites, and you got to indicate which one you prefer. So, city or country?
Country. I grew up there. You?
I like the country.
Really? But you're Mr. Big Business. I would have thought you'd like to be close to the city.
I suppose the business side of me does appreciate the hustle and bustle of the city, but the rest of me is just more at home in the outer suburbs.
I don't think the outer suburbs classify as the country.
Okay.
But it's a start.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer. You?
Summer. Chocolate or caramel?
I don't think they're binary opposites.
Yeah, but for the purpose of the game, we're gonna pretend they are, so...
Chocolate. Definitely. You?
Same again, we're good at this. Let's try another one for good luck. Beach or forest?
Forest. What, you don't like the forest?
It's not that I don't like the forest, it's just that I definitely prefer the beach. You know, the waves crashing onto the sand, beautiful white sand in between my toes, wind in my hair, swimming.
Drowning. Sand in every nook and cranny. Sorry, I'm not a fan.
What is it about the forest, then?
The forest is beautiful. It's green and lush. Waterfalls, clean, crisp water. Birds singing.
As opposed to squawking, stealing your lunch?
Exactly. I don't know. The forest has just always felt safe.
Safe?
Yeah.
Why?
I think I want to show you something.
Show me what?
Come with me. It's just through here.
Wow, Sarah, this place is beautiful.
My mother loved this place. She used to always bring me here. She said it was impossible to be here when it seen something so majestic and not believe in God. I've never seen another soul here. Just me and my mum. Like our own personal paradise.
Thanks for sharing this with me, Sarah.
She was so sure God was looking after us. She saw him in everything. Never doubted.
What happened to her? Your mom? This one time, I found a Rice Krispie and it looked exactly like California. And I knew God had put it there to make me smile.
Come on, it's gonna get dark soon.
What? The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Thanks for walking me up. You really didn't have to do that.
That's okay. I wanted to make sure you're all right. A lot of bad people out there.
Well, I had a really nice time, so thanks. Oh, it's really messy. I haven't had a chance to clean. I've been really busy. And
Sarah, it's okay. I've read about this. It's a genius thing. All geniuses are messy. Einstein's hair was ridiculous. He couldn't tie his own shoelaces. Comes with the territory.
You think I'm disgusting?
No, I don't. I think you're intriguing.
Well, that's better than disgusting.
Wow, it really is messy in there.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Sarah.
That was a very cute moment.
What are you doing in here?
The door was open.
It was? Well, look, you can't just come in here whenever you want to.
Why? Don't you like me being here?
No, it's just that you can't just come into someone's room whenever you want to. It's rude.
Who was that guy?
It's Mike. He's a friend from uni.
You like him?
We're just friends.
Friends. Like we were just friends?
No, we were never just friends. You just appeared and then the next thing I know...
So I have reason to be suspicious.
No? What? Look, I have a lot of work to do. I can't afford to be distracted right now.
So that's what I am to you, a distraction.
Sometimes, yes. Sorry, I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay. I just haven't seen you. I was worried. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to be lost.
So homework for next week is to read the last chapter of your psychology text. Don't forget to do the reading on Nietzsche for your tutorials tomorrow. Have a great day.
How's the assignment going? Well, what's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It's as though every time I sit down to do it, something drags me away.
Procrastination is no excuse, Missy.
I know, but it's not even procrastination. It's something else.
Procrastination usually doesn't feel like procrastination. Just say no to the distractions and keep working on it. I hope you realise that the assignment is due the day after tomorrow. I don't want to see you throw away all the things that you've worked so hard for.
I've got to go. The guys are waiting for me. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm not happy with this.
So what's happening?
We're going to the movies, you remember?
Yeah, you still coming?
Nah, I shouldn't. What are we seeing anyway?
The Ways of a Hero.
Nah, sounds really cheesy.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, just sounds like a boys' movie.
It's not. It's a spy movie. Girls love spies.
No, they don't.
Well, how would you know? You've only ever been one girl.
Hello? Hi, Dad. Dinner? At Suburban? Dad, that's really fancy. Are you sure? Okay, well, what time will you pick me up? 7? What should I wear? Okay, so you sure? I'll see you at 7? Alright. Okay, bye. I think I'm going to dinner tonight with my dad at Suburban. Gotta find a dress.
What about the movie?
Sorry guys, brain check.
I can't believe it.
Now she has to go.
Yeah, but why now?
She doesn't get a lot of opportunity to spend time with her dad.
All I'm saying is it's kind of bad timing.
Ready to go?
Ready. This is a really fancy place, Dad.
Well, only the best for my little girl. You know, you're getting more and more beautiful every time I see you. You're just like your mother. But tell me, what's been going on in your world recently?
Not much, just studying and work. That's it. Pretty boring. You've been busy though.
I have. And I'm sorry about last time, but you'll understand soon enough. There's been a lot going on in the last few months, and I've got something really important to tell you.
Hello, dear. Sorry I'm late. Oh, you must be Sarah. I have heard so much about you.
Funny, I haven't heard anything about you.
Sarah, I want you to meet Abigail. We've been going out for a few months now, and we've decided to get married.
This is why you brought me here. To meet your new girlfriend? Sorry, my mistake. Fiancé? You haven't even mentioned her. You've said nothing about her. What did you expect me to do? How did you expect me to respond?
Sarah, Abigail's not going to replace your mother.
Good. She couldn't. She won't. Mum hasn't even been gone a year and you're already planning a wedding? What is wrong with you? Did she not mean anything to you?
Of course she did, Sarah.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with this right now. I have to go.
Sarah, you have to understand.
No, Dad. You have to understand.
Stand clear, please.
How are you? Would you like to enter the city? Reverse tickets, thanks.
Just a student to the university, thanks.
Student to university, single or a daily?
One way, thanks.
One way, comes to 320, thank you.
I only have $1.60.
That's not enough, it's 320.
I have to get home.
Sorry, love, no money, no ride. Next.
Doors closing. Stand clear, please.
This might serve you better than it did me.
God bless you.
Yeah, right.
Has everyone read this week's reading of the God is Dead excerpt from Friedrich Nietzsche's Joyous Wisdom? Excellent. Let me read some of it to you. Have you not heard of the madman who lit a lantern in the bright morning hours, ran to the marketplace and cried incessantly, "I am looking for God! I am looking for God!" Now, that might seem a little extreme to you, crying out in the streets as if you'd lost someone. But I've included this excerpt in our course for an important reason. The idea of God, of a greater being, of a purpose beyond life itself, seems to be of fundamental importance to our humanity. Nietzsche is arguing that we have killed God off and put ourselves in his place. Now, the madman in the story is ridiculed by the people in the marketplace for making his search for God known. They laugh at him and make sarcastic excuses for God's absence from the scene. But then the madman responds with his reasoning for why God is not present, and the crowd is silenced. "Where has God gone?" he cried. "I shall tell you. We have killed him, you and I." Now notice that he includes himself in his statement. He owns it as well. He doesn't blame everyone else. He blames everyone. Then he goes on to ask how we possibly could have done such an impossible act as to have killed the very being that created life itself. And he poses these questions. Is not the greatness of this deed too great for us? Must we not ourselves become gods simply to be worthy of it? You see, a common assumption that people make is that in order to gain significance, one must first become greater than someone else. Nietzsche is commenting upon this assumption, saying that as human beings, we struggle and strive, constantly searching for our own importance, trying to find our significance and worth. Wouldn't it speak more of our significance if our lives had been purposed in advance, and our deeds affected not only ourselves, but the next generation? Nietzsche's madman acknowledges that our deeds will affect the next generation more than they'll affect ourselves.
sweetie.
Hey, I got you some breakfast.
Thank you. You're such an angel. You know that.
I won the scholarship.
That's great, honey. I always knew you'd get it.
We're gonna find a cure, Mum.
Sarah. You're gonna be a great doctor one day. You're gonna help a lot of people. I have no doubt in you.
I'm gonna help you, Mum. You're gonna get better. We can fix this. Still hope.
Drive you up to your room?
That's all right. It's not far. I'll just walk.
It's no problem. I gotta drive past that way anyway.
All right.
Do you want me to walk you up to your room?
She had HIV.
Sarah, I'm so sorry.
She was on a missions trip a few years ago in Africa. She was working with infected children. She was only there for a month, but it was something she always wanted to do. She said she felt as though she'd been called. Like God wanted her to go. She was cutting up vegetables for dinner, and there was an accident. A little girl cut her arm pretty bad on this old rusty card the children like to play in. Screamed like nothing else, and Mum must have got a fright and nicked her hand on the knife. She didn't even realise. She just went into mum mode and ran down and pulled her out of the car and carried her up to the doctor's tent. She was so concerned she didn't even realise she was covered in blood. That's all it took. One good turn. She died last year of pneumonia. That's what it does. It breaks you down further and further until you die of something as curable as pneumonia.
Sarah, I'm so sorry.
I was gonna save her. I was gonna find a cure.
You still can.
There's no point. She's gone. There's no point in anything anymore.
That's not true. Sarah, wait.
I have to go. This uni assignment's due tomorrow, and if I don't ace it, I lose my scholarship. Mike, please just let it go. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. You don't have to be like this. You can talk to me.
It's not your problem.
No, it's not. But I care about you, so I'll make it my problem. I like you, Sarah, and I want to help.
I'm with someone. I'm sorry. Thanks for bringing me home.
Where have you been?
What are you doing here?
Out with Mike again?
He drove me home, that's all.
Is it?
Why are you here? I don't have time for this. I have work to do.
You always have work to do. You never have time for me, but it seems you can make time for Mike. I trust you two had a lovely day together. What is he to you anyway? I'm the only one that cares about you, Sarah. When are you going to realise that?
You don't get it, do you?
Today I came to surprise you and you weren't here. I had the whole day planned and you were, well...
I was visiting my mother's grave, Dane. Mike saw me upset and he drove me home, that's all. I tried to tell you, my mother's dead. You didn't even try and listen to me. I don't want to see you anymore. It's over, so just go.
You're making a mistake.
Assignment 2. Analyze occasion method theory. With your own personal cultural assumptions and logic. Evolution theory. Books. I need books. Hello? Dane, how did you get in here?
The door was open.
I told you, you can't be in here. I don't want to see you anymore. So just go, please, just leave.
No.
Hello? Please open up. Hello? Help?
What do you want? What did I do? It wasn't my fault. I couldn't save her.
Sarah, it's okay. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Just keep believing. It's okay. What do you see?
Hey, don't look so glum. I've been praying for you. It's gonna be all right.
It's not gonna be alright, Mum. Praying? It's not gonna make it alright. Hasn't so far.
Our prayers aren't always answered the way we want them to be, Sarah. But that doesn't mean we stop praying. It just means God has something else in store.
So you're saying that this is God's plan? For you to die?
Sometimes God takes things from us to help lead us in the right direction, Sarah. Sometimes someone has to die so that others can live. I can't pretend to understand why God does things the way He does, but I will never stop believing He will come for me, and I will never stop hoping for His best for you, and I will never stop praying, and neither should you.
Please save us.
Who are you?
An answer to prayer. He gave me charge over you. You were gifted to bring healing to this world and stem the cause of suffering. You will bring joy amid sorrow and life where there was death.
This whole time you were...
He sent me to watch over you, guard you, and guide you in the direction you needed to go.
What about Dane?
You never met Dane the way you think you did. That night, you opened the door, and he came in.
But you were here before that. Why didn't you?
Dane appeared as something he was not. You needed to find the truth for yourself. Someone else was sent to guide you in doing that. You.
Me?
You could be something to Sarah that I could never be. The Lord works in mysterious ways, right?
I can't believe this is happening.
People never fully understand God's grace and power until they need it for themselves.
Wait. Where are you going?
Do not be afraid. He is always with you. Take care of her.
So, if what most of us believe to be true about the world is formed in our minds by the age of 8, then we might need to allow for a certain innocent compliance in our assumptions when our logic is challenged as adults. Some of you will find that the people that you might have thought were wrong about something might not be so wrong after all, like your parents, for example. Now, others might be tempted to be swayed in their thinking for the sake of escaping ignorance, only to return to the same thoughts and ideas they had as a child. Either way, it's really important to be aware of the basis of your logic and the assumptions that you derive from it, so you have a deeper understanding of who you are, where you've come from, and what you have to offer the world. Well, that concludes this course for the semester. I hope you've got something that you can take away with you. I've had the greatest privilege teaching all of you. And by the way, you can leave your assignments at the front here on the way out. Thank you. Sarah. I'm glad to see you can make it.
Sorry I'm late, Dr. Lillian.
I had to make a few more changes to my report.
Thank you.
Dr. Lillian, did you see Sam today?
Sam? I don't have a Sam in my class.
Never mind. I'll see you around.
So how'd you go? Must have killed you to get that in on time.
No, I think it brought me back to life.